So a new report detailing one Islamic group's decades-long reach into the U.S. The report claims the Muslim Brotherhood shares ideological goals with Muslim extremist organizations and aims to influence and infiltrate U.S. government, educational systems, civil rights groups. Dr. Kanta Ahmed is a senior fellow at the Independent Women's Forum and a member of the Council on Foreign Relations and joins us now. Knows, I would say, as much about the Middle East as anyone in America today. Doctor, your thoughts about the role of the Muslim Brotherhood and what they're up to here?
Well, this is something we've been recommending. Over 10 years ago, I wrote an article to say that the Muslim Brotherhood should be designated a foreign terror organization. This report by the Institute Studying Global Anti-Semitism and Policy shows the Muslim Brotherhood is influencing at the executive branch, it's influencing policymakers, it's reframing the argument. Post 9/11, there was Islamophobia, then came boycott, divestment, sanctions, demonizing Israel, and now we've just seen the pro-Hamas protests. That is all part of their multi-generational project to have a war against the secular and undermine our democracy using our democratic freedoms. And
one way that the protest on college campuses, and we see what's happening with our educational institutions, CARE, it's an acronym. What should we know about that organization?
Council on American Islamic Relations. This is part of the other organizations Senator Ted Cruz and Governor Abbott in Texas are designating as criminal transnational networks. It portrays itself to be advocating for Muslims like me, but actually it's advancing an Islamist project. What CARE did in California that's under investigation, they took money purportedly for Afghan refugees, helped less than 200, took half of that $7 million and put it back in their own organization. They're disclosing only small fractions of their lobbying, which they're then using to finance and support radicals on campus. So they are subverting our academic institutions in line with their Islamist goals.
So now that we recognize it, in fact, the Governor Abbott put this out yesterday, and here's a little of his missive. The Muslim Brotherhood and CARE have long made their goals clear: to forcibly impose Sharia law and establish Islam's mastership of the world. We hear that it's in parts of Michigan and also parts of Texas. Are they taking over small towns and putting these laws into effect?
So I would say their mission is to advance Islamism. They're doing that in many ways, but we're not the only nation that's seeing this. France published an incendiary report on the Muslim Brotherhood. They're using hundreds of non-profits, charities, student groups, professional societies, undermining local government, putting in politicians that are sympathetic to their views or openly acolytes, and modifying and changing our democracy. That's happening here in the United States, too. And while CARE was being investigated in California, it's still receiving federal funds.
Which is crazy. And by the way, here's their response. Got to be fair. They say this, does CARE, Greg Abbott's disregard for the First Amendment, his obsession with Texas Muslims, his dedication to protecting the Israeli government from criticism apparently knows no bounds. CARE Texas plans to continue vigorously to defend the Texas Muslim community from this governor's increasingly desperate, deranged attempts to shred the First Amendment. So that's their response. But I'm tired of hearing about, I have 3 pages of investigations. We don't do anything. We investigate. Why are they still getting money? Why are we pretending that this is an organization that seeks good, that has good intentions?
So Senator Ted Cruz's efforts should be hugely commended, and they're a blueprint for other states. Once these organizations are designated as potential FTOs or criminal networks, the finances can be opened. If they sue in retaliation, that will result in discovery, and you'll be able to see what's going on. So this is the first step. The second is that response you just read is typical. They're claiming religious advocacy, exploiting religious freedom and anti-discrimination laws while they subvert our democratic process. It's time to elevate reasoned, credible Muslim voices and learn from Saudi Arabia, Egypt, United Arab Emirates, France, those Arab countries have designated this group as a terror group. Austria has done so, and we are about to see a lot of Western Europe do the same.
And Democrats should get behind this. This is not a Democrat-Republican issue. This is an American issue. Doctor, thanks so much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.